Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. So yes, as the title suggests, Dobby is now gone. It is sad, and I did do a last episode with him at Mennock Pass. If you want to see that, I'll leave it up here. But if I'm being honest, Dobby couldn't have went to a more nicer home, to a nicer guy, because the guy that came and bought Dobby is a commercial diver and he lives in his car. And when I say car, I literally mean car. So Dobby was a massive upgrade from him, so at least we know he's in good hands. And I know you're like, Robert, don't bore us, get to the chorus. So I've prepared a wee visual aid, if you like, of Dobby rising to the upgrade. So if the montage reel wasn't enough, I've upgraded to a Renault Trafic 2014 Mark III. It's a long wheelbase, but I feel it's an extra long wheelbase. I would say the height is obviously taller than Dobby. I'm still hunched over, I can't stand, but I don't really care about that. It is a bit taller than Dobby, but Dobby's taller because of the roof box and the roof bars, but inside, as you can see, I could probably drive Dobby in here. So let me give you the proper guided tour. So let's start in the front first. As you can see, quite a high step. Straight away, it's already higher up. I can look down in my minions when I drive past them. Coming for Dobby, this thing is luxury, like through and through. I think it's a DC 120 Energy version, which is supposed to be the better electrical, economical version, and I'm not gonna lie, this thing over Dobby just screams premium. For starters, we've got a decent sound system straight away. As I said, when I was looking for a new van, it had to be a long wheelbase. I wanted Bluetooth, I wanted a USB slot or an aux, and in this van we've got all four of them. We don't have aircon, unfortunately. We've got traction control, we've got eco mode, so when we're driving it through the city, we can turn that on and it reduces the power to save on fuel. We've got a 12 volt, we've got a nice wee cup holder. We've got a massive glove box, or as I call it, the baby carrier. And we have 3 seats, very comfy may I add. You've got your USB up there, we've got a USB here. So this is just a standard radio, but to be honest, I'm kind of digging it. I'm going to use my own CarPlay thing, but I don't know if I'm going to remove that yet because I quite like it. Got a massive storage bin there. I'm digging the digital display. Another exciting addition is something I've not had since my brand new 2003 Renault Clio Sport, the stock on the steering wheel. Again, this is an old technology, but when you're driving Dobby that doesn't have any of this stuff, it feels like a brand new car to me. So the inclusion of the stock with the microphone up there as well for talking through CarPlay. Probably most importantly, we do have a nice armrest. So another nice feature as well is everybody that's got a Doblo knows the window only comes down to about here, so you can't actually lean your arm out. Check this. Aye, it's the little things. So I have had a van before, back when I used to be in the trade, but it was still a small van. It was only a Citroen Berlingo. So this is a new thing for me, where the floor is basically just continuous and there's nothing in the middle here. I'm digging the endless floor. So I haven't done anything to the van. I was more focused on selling Dobby. The only thing that I have changed was the wheels. So when I went and picked the van up, the guy did say that he bought 4 new tyres. When I was driving home at 60 mile an hour, the steering wheel was like this because the wheels weren't balanced. So I thought, rather than balance the old wheels because they were rusty as hell, I bought these. They weren't new, but they were motorway miles, so they were basically just delivery miles, and I've had them balanced and it's been working a treat. But I check the line for this. It is a beast. So now you get why I'm saying it feels like it's extra long. Let me take you up top as well. So as you can see, we do have these roof bars on it, and I've also got my own pull-up bar. But if I'm being honest, I'm going to take the roof rack off because I want to try and keep it as low profile as I can. So the blue tape is just from where I've been marking stuff out, but there's tons of room. So why did I upgrade Dobby? Space. The vision that I had for Dobby to begin with was to build a music studio on wheels and go to park-ups and just get lost in the isolation of making music. And I did manage to do some music, but it just kind of fell more into the van life trips kind of thing, and obviously sponsors. I wasn't able to get as much music done as I wanted to get done on the channel, and part and parcel of that was because I didn't have a permanent music setup. This van ticks all these boxes. So I did always have in mind it was going to be a Vivaro or a Trafic or even a Ford Transit Custom, and then Rick almost convinced me to get a Fiat Doblo, which I nearly pulled the trigger on. But the thing for me is I wanted it to still be small enough that you can get under height barriers and it can still kind of be stealthy. But my absolute priority was it didn't matter what van I got as long as it was a long wheelbase. So let's talk about what I plan on doing to it. So we are going to be doing and tackling a lot of new things on this build that I never done with Dobby, that I wanted to do with Dobby. And the first one is we're going to paint the van. So I was going to colour code the bumpers, but I'm going to just keep them black, and I'm going to make the white a kind of dark grey black, just so that everything blends together. On the bottom, just to protect the sill a wee bit, I'm going to put some black Raptor paint. And the second one that we're going to do that we've never done is on the passenger side sliding door. We're going to install a window here. I'm either going to put another window here or I'm going to install a side pod, but that's yet to be determined, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Oh, what was that? We're going to take the roof rack off, and I think what I might do is add my own roof rack with a much lower profile using Unistrut, and that's just merely for solar panels and stuff. So I know this is going to be a mixed bag for people when I say this, but I'm quite excited at the fact I've got barn doors, because even though Dobby did have a tailgate that went up the way, it was good when it was raining, you never get rained on, but if the rain's coming in through the side, your bed and your stuff all still gets wet. With this, put like a tarp or something over here and have it magnets on the roof, because you could literally park this van as close to a wall as you want, get your shower out and have a shower. Nobody's going to know. Whereas with Dobby, you never had the concealment of here. I did make a big green enclosure, but it just looked like a big green wheelie bin. And I'm also loving this as well, and you know what? I don't care if these are small things to other people and other people are like, vans could do that for years, but just the fact that you can open them like that and you've now all that space. Look at it. Let's talk about what we're going to do inside the van. I'm looking in the camera viewfinder and I'm just looking at the angle and it's like, I look so small in here. If you stand with your hands out like this, obviously with your fingertips spread as well, that's your height. And it got me thinking, would I be able to put a bed in here sideways? This van, I think, is 1,965 millimeters, I think, but it's 1.9 meters anyway, over 6 feet. I'm 5'10", because obviously I need to take the ply off to get to the outer skin. I sat in the front seat, I just lay down across the 3 seats just to see if it was comfy to sleep on, but when I put my head up next to the window and I put my feet above the door card to the window as well, there was about that much space from my feet at the window and the same amount from my head to the window. So that's what's making me think that I can have a side bed in here comfortably, lying straight, not lying diagonally, to free up more room, especially for underneath the bed. Next up, we have the music desk. So for this next part, I'm going to try and do a wee mock-up visual aid, kind of the way I did with the VR, but I'm just going to digitally place it in. Before I show you the visual aid, I'm going to take the bulkhead out just to give me even more space. So another first we're going to put in the van is a Max fan. I'm still debating whether to use a Max Air fan, because am I just paying for the name for 300 quid? But as you can see, we do have a nice big circle opening there, which would be the ideal spot for a Max fan to come in. There is a lot of stuff I do need to fix, i.e. rust. Check it. Along the top here, we've just got surface rust. Bare metal, lots of bare metal at the door there. I'm wanting to get a good look at what's under the floor, but judging by the look of it, we're going straight in with the screws here into the bed of the van. But that's fine, and you need to expect it from a 12-year-old van, but at 45,000 miles it's not been used that much, so I'm eager to crack on and get that stuff fixed, as well as getting that bulkhead out just to let all the light in until I get windows. Again, I'm looking in this viewfinder and it just looks absolutely massive in there. The length of this haul.
Oh, the length of this haul.
But guys, that's going to cover it for this video. Welcome to my new van. Welcome to the next chapter of RobnDob and Down the Road. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Let me know if you think it's a bigger improvement of Dobby. Let me know your thoughts on missing Dobby as well. So the next episode we're going to get the bulkhead off, we're going to get the ply lining off, we're going to get the roof bars off. I've put holes sealed. I must be talking about the roof. We'll probably do that with the floor as well. So guys, that's going to cover it for this episode. Welcome to chapter 2 of RobnDob and Down the Road. If you do going to like it guys, why not drop it a wee like and let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already and you do want to see how the build progresses, then why not get subscribed and hit that bell notification. And just to clarify as well, the entire build will be on RobnDob. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure to get subscribed. But I will post it on Down the Road as well, just so anybody that's over there doesn't miss it. So bring on chapter 2. Peace.